Victor Garber, actor, type 1. Millions of people know Victor Garber as the talented actor from unforgettable movies and television shows. They admire his calm confidence, his powerful performances, and his remarkable career. But behind every smile, behind every standing ovation, he has been living with a lifelong condition that never takes a day off. This is the inspiring story of how Victor Garber refused to let type 1 diabetes define his future. Before he became a respected Hollywood actor, Victor Garber was simply a young man with big dreams. He loved performing. He loved storytelling. And he dreamed of one day standing on the world's biggest stages. But life had another story waiting. Victor was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, a condition that changes life forever. Unlike type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. The body stops producing insulin, making daily insulin treatment essential for survival. There was no cure. No vacation from diabetes. No days off. Every single day required attention. For many people, diabetes is invisible. Others may never notice it. But the person living with it notices every single day. Victor had to think about blood sugar levels, insulin, meals, exercise, long workdays, and unexpected changes. Even while cameras rolled, even while audiences applauded, his health still needed constant care. Imagine memorizing pages of dialogue while also making sure your blood sugar stays safe. Imagine filming for long hours while carefully managing insulin. That is the reality many people with type 1 diabetes face every day. Many people believe that diabetes limits dreams. Victor Garber proved the opposite. He built an extraordinary career across film, television, and Broadway. He appeared in blockbuster movies. He earned award nominations. He became known for professionalism, kindness, and incredible talent. His audiences saw confidence. What they didn't always see was the discipline behind that confidence. Living with diabetes meant making healthy choices every single day. It required planning, responsibility, patience, and resilience. Over time, diabetes stopped being something Victor fought against. Instead, it became something he learned to live with. He understood that managing diabetes wasn't about perfection. It was about consistency. One healthy decision at a time. One blood sugar check at a time. One insulin dose at a time. One day at a time. That mindset changed everything. Instead of asking, "Why me?" he focused on, "What can I do today?" And sometimes, that small change in thinking becomes life's biggest victory. Known for making his health the center of attention, instead, he lets his life speak for itself. His success sends a powerful message. A diagnosis does not erase talent. It does not erase dreams. It does not erase purpose. Millions of people living with diabetes wake up every morning facing similar challenges. And seeing someone like Victor continue to succeed reminds them that they can move forward too. Victor's journey teaches us that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes strength is invisible. It is checking your blood sugar before work, taking insulin on time, making healthy choices when nobody is watching, choosing discipline over frustration, choosing hope over fear. Those quiet victories matter, because they build extraordinary lives. If you are living with type 1 diabetes, or if someone you love has diabetes, remember Victor Garber's story. Your diagnosis is only one chapter. It is not the entire book. Life may ask for more planning, more patience, more courage, but it can still be filled with dreams, success, love, purpose, and happiness. Every insulin injection, every healthy meal, every blood sugar check, is proof that you are stronger than yesterday. Like Victor Garber, you can continue chasing your dreams while managing diabetes one day at a time. What if every standing ovation, every award, every successful performance came after winning a battle that no one else could see? To millions around the world, Victor Garber is a gifted actor. Audiences know him for his unforgettable roles, his calm presence, and his incredible talent on stage and screen. But behind every performance was another role he never auditioned for. The role of someone living with type 1 diabetes. Dramatic music rises. Every single day, long before the cameras started rolling, Victor faced a challenge that never disappeared. This is not just the story of a successful actor. It is the story of quiet courage, daily discipline, and proving that diabetes does not have the power to steal your dreams. Long before Hollywood knew his name, Victor Garber was simply a young man who loved performing. He loved music. He loved theater. He loved telling stories that could move people. While many children imagined becoming athletes or astronauts, Victor imagined standing beneath bright stage lights, bringing unforgettable characters to life. His dream was clear: to become an actor. But life had another plan waiting. At a young age, Victor learned that he had type 1 diabetes. Unlike type 2 diabetes, this condition isn't caused by lifestyle choices. It happens when the immune system attacks the insulin-producing cells of the pancreas. That meant his body could no longer make the insulin it needed. There was no cure. No medicine that could make it disappear forever. Only careful management. Every day. For the rest of his life. For many people, that diagnosis would have felt overwhelming. Dreams suddenly seem smaller. Questions become bigger. Will life ever feel normal again? Can I still achieve everything I hoped for? Victor chose not to let fear answer those questions. One of the hardest parts of diabetes is that most people cannot see it. Someone may look perfectly healthy. They may smile, laugh, work, perform. But inside, their mind is constantly calculating. Blood sugar, taking insulin, eating wisely, listening to your body, making healthy choices even when no one is watching. Those quiet habits become extraordinary victories over time. Real courage isn't always loud. Sometimes courage is simply doing what needs to be done. Again. And again. And again. As Victor's career continued to flourish, he became living proof that success and diabetes can exist together. His diagnosis never erased his talent. It never erased his passion. It never erased his future. Instead, it taught him resilience, discipline, patience, and gratitude. Millions of people living with diabetes often wonder, can I still follow my dreams? Victor's life answers that question. Yes, you can. Your journey may require more planning, more responsibility, more determination. But your dreams remain possible. Victor Garber has never allowed his medical condition to become the only thing people remember about him. Instead, people remember his performances, his professionalism, his kindness, his dedication. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all. You are never defined by one diagnosis. You are defined by how you respond to it. Life isn't about pretending challenges don't exist. It's about refusing to let those challenges decide your future. Every blood sugar check, every insulin injection, every healthy decision is another reminder that strength often looks ordinary. But those ordinary moments create extraordinary lives. If you are living with type 1 diabetes, or if someone you love is walking this journey, remember Victor Garber. His story reminds us that courage doesn't always make headlines. Sometimes courage is simply waking up every morning, choosing hope, managing your health, and continuing to chase your dreams. Your diagnosis is not your destination. It is not the end of your story. It is simply one chapter. There will still be victories. There will still be laughter. There will still be success. There will still be dreams worth chasing. Like Victor Garber. You may carry diabetes with you, but you never have to let it carry your future. If you intended a different public figure with diabetes, let me know and I'll gladly write the script. If your goal is simply to create an inspirational story inspired by Victor Garber's career while making it fictional, here's a clearly fictional version. Imagine standing beneath bright stage lights, delivering unforgettable performances, while quietly fighting a lifelong illness every single day. Dramatic music rises. This is a fictional inspirational story inspired by the dedication and professionalism of actor Victor Garber, a story about courage, hope, and never allowing life's challenges to steal your dreams. As a young actor, Victor dreamed of performing before audiences around the world. He worked tirelessly to improve his craft. Every audition, every rehearsal, every performance brought him one step closer to his dream. Then life suddenly changed. In this fictional story, Victor is diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. The news was overwhelming. Questions filled his mind. Would he still have the energy to perform? Would producers believe in him? Would his dream survive? Fear whispered that his journey might be over. But hope quietly whispered something stronger. This is not the end. Each day began with responsibility. Checking blood sugar. Taking insulin. Planning meals. Watching for signs that something wasn't right. The audience saw confidence. But they never saw the quiet discipline behind every performance. Even during long rehearsals, he stayed aware of his health. Every successful day became a small victory. He learned that diabetes didn't demand perfection. It demanded consistency. One healthy choice. One careful decision. One day at a time. The more he accepted the condition, the less power fear had over him. His dream remained alive. Not because life became easy, but because he became stronger. Years passed. His career continued to grow. Audiences applauded his performances. Friends admired his dedication. What people remembered wasn't his illness. They remembered his talent. His kindness. His professionalism. His perseverance. He discovered an important truth. A diagnosis may change your routine, but it never has to change your purpose. If you are living with diabetes, remember this message. Every blood sugar check, every insulin injection, every healthy decision is an act of courage. Your condition does not define your future. Your dreams still matter. Your story is still being written.